It was the year 1670, exactly 9 months after that satanic ritual. That day was Amavasya. Inside the room, Madame Helena Laz was groaning with labor pain. Very strong winds were blowing outside. Dogs were crying in the streets of the town. From all this the people were very scared. They thought all this to be some bad omen or some big trouble. After some time the screams echoed. Sir Laz came to know that a daughter was born in his house. There was no limit to the happiness of the Laz couple. At last they too got the happiness of becoming parents. That girl was very beautiful, as if she had been carved with patience. Fair complexion, chubby face, big brown eyes. Her beauty started being discussed in the entire town. There was a celebratory atmosphere in the Laz family. The girl was named Maria, which literally means desire for a child. Gradually time passed. Maria grew up. As she grew up, Maria's nature also became strange. Maria is now 20 years old. She was there, but she was not like other ordinary girls of her age. She would often sit for hours near the window in her room, looking at the forest outside the town. She wore black clothes most of the time and was very fond of red roses. One day something strange happened. That day was Maria's 21st birthday. Helena Laz organized a celebration to celebrate his daughter's 21 years of age. There was a celebration that night. Maria was very happy. Suddenly he saw a blurry, black shape outside the window. She could not see him properly. She came out of the house to see him. As soon as he came out, he saw that a woman dressed in black was standing in front of him. She also had a black cat in her lap, which the woman was caressing. Was staying. That cat's eyes were very shiny. Maria kept looking at the cat. Suddenly she turned toward jungle, started walking. Maria also started following him without thinking. Don't know why. Meanwhile, the celebration at home had ended. All the guests had left one by one. Then Madame Helena noticed that Maria was not there. He told this to Brick. Brick said, maybe she got tired, so she went to her room to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Maria's parents also went to sleep in their room. It's morning. When Maria's mother Helena noticed that Maria had not come for breakfast, she went to her room. He noticed that Maria was not on her bed. She was surprised. He quickly went and told this to Brick. Brick asked his servants, but no one had seen Maria after last night's birthday celebration. Both of them got worried. Maria was searched everywhere, but her trace was not found anywhere. Then someone said that he had seen Maria going into the forest with some woman last night. Brick and Helena both got scared. They ran towards the forest to find their daughter. After searching for a long time, Maria found them lying unconscious in the middle of the forest. Helena was horrified to see that place. They somehow brought Maria home. When Maria regained consciousness, she told that last night she had seen a black shadow. When she went out to look for her, she found that it was a woman. He didn't remember anything about what happened after that. Both Brick and Helena came out of the room, telling him to rest. Helen took Brick's hand and said, "Did you see the place where we had Mariamilli?" Brick said, "Yeah, what's the matter?" In fact, this was the same place where we had performed that satanic ritual 21 years ago. I find it very strange for Maria to suddenly see a woman and then find her lying unconscious in the forest. Be it or not, that witch definitely has some hand in it. Brick also got upset by this statement of Helena. That same night, Brick quietly went to the witch in the forest with a lantern. He called the witch. The witch opened the door and said in a very sweet voice, "Oh, Brick, come, welcome. See you after a long time." Brick said in a very harsh voice, "Leave all this aside. Did you come to my house last night?" Otherwise, why would I come to your house? The witch said in a mischievous manner. Because you didn't perform that satanic ritual for free that day. You may or may not have had some benefit behind it. Brick said in a loud voice. The witch was very cunning. He said, "Oh, come on, Brick. The ritual of that day was just a deal. It is not possible that I will not take anything else from your work. I gave you a daughter, but I also want something in return." "What do you want?" the witch said smilingly. "Your daughter's body and her soul." Brick got angry now. He came forward and caught hold of the witch's neck. He angrily grabbed the witch by her throat and said, "Beware. Whoever looks at my daughter or my family again." The witch started laughing loudly. She immediately freed her neck from Brick's hands and said, "Maria may have been born from your wife's womb, but she is a part of the devil. If not today, then tomorrow, he will come to know. And as for her body and soul, so he dedicated them to our God, Satan himself. Will do." Brick was scared, terribly scared. She said, "You already knew all this would happen, didn't you?" The witch took a deep breath and said, "Yes, Brick. I had planned this ever since you got married. It was I who cursed you to remain childless, so that one day your faith in God would waver and you would come to me. And that's what happened. You came to me. I gave you the happiness of becoming a parent, but I did not tell you that your child would be devilish. Your daughter Maria would later do the work of bringing Satan to this earth." Brick came home, but he was sad and scared. The next morning Brick went to church. The pastor of the church at that time was my grandfather. Brick went and told them the whole truth and asked God for forgiveness for his sins. The priest of the church said, "You should not have done this, son. You were blinded by your love for children and did not think about how dangerous it would be in the future. Well, whatever happened, happened. Have faith in God. I will help you, but do not tell this to anyone, not even to Helena." "Yes, Father." Brick came back home, but the next day he fell ill. The disease was also such that it was refusing to go away. From that very day the bad days of the Laz family started. Sir Brick Laz's health deteriorated day by day. His business started going into loss. But all this did not make any difference to Maria. She was one of the most beautiful girls in the town, but behind her beauty she also had a devilish face. Now she would go to the witch's house every night and learn Tantra mantra. Gradually everyone in the town comes to know that Maria is a devilish girl. They didn't say anything to him because of his father, but things went from bad to worse. People's crops in the town started failing, their pets started dying from a mysterious disease. Everyone cast doubt on Maria. Eventually people's patience broke and they clearly told the Laz family to leave Waytown. The Laz family left town. He built a big house near the forest outside the town. There was also a church at a short distance from that house. The Laz family's business had completely collapsed. Eventually Sir Laz also succumbed to the disease and died in 1696. Maria and her mother, Helena Laz, survived in the house. Maria was completely independent. She started practicing Tantra mantra at home. Helena kept watching all this but could not do anything. Finally, in 1700, Helena also accepted death. Now Maria was left alone in the house. A big deserted house near the forest, far from the town, and in that house a young, beautiful, alone, helpless and orphan girl. No one can even imagine such a scene. The people of the town started sympathizing with Maria but they could not do anything. A few days later, Henry came into Maria's life. Henry was the son of a poor farmer. He liked Maria very much and wanted to marry her. Maria also liked him. Both of them got engaged in the month of January 1702. The next day after the engagement, Maria went to the witch in the forest. The witch told her that now Maria's education in Tantra Mantra has been completed, that is, she has become a complete witch. Now he is fully prepared to bring Satan to this earth. Now, to prove his devotion to his god Satan, he will have to sacrifice the one who is most dear to him. But what did he love most? Henry. Yes, Henry Heath, the one she loved most. But how could she kill Henrico? No, she can't do this. Maria may have had a trace of the devil in her, but her feelings were still alive in her heart.